So I've been curious about archery for years at this point. It's been one of those things that's been on my to-do list of hobbies to get into, along with learning the violin and buying a trumpet. Those other two are coming, but for whatever reason, I decided that now is the time to start my archery journey. I could be Legolas. And so over the last few months, I've been doing research here and there. I had a bunch of bows sitting in my Amazon shopping list. I chose a bow, I pulled the trigger, I ordered a bow from Deerseeker, and today, it arrived. So I want you guys to experience this with me. I have not opened it yet. I want to see what it looks like. You're gonna get my real reaction to the thing. Let's just check this thing out. All right, let's slice this thing open. So they've got this tape here that says, Deerseeker Archery warning, inspect the sticker and box are intact or not before signing, please. Box looked intact. I guess I want to make sure that it didn't get damaged in shipping. All right, this is it. So it looks like it's wrapped in a little bag of some kind. So I think this is our bowstring. I can see a little, what is that called? The Nock for marking where you put your arrows. And then it comes with this. Is this for, I think this goes on your thumb? Not entirely sure, but I think it goes on your thumb. Okay. So I wanted to inspect this. The reviews on Amazon for this were really good reviews, with the exception that there was a few people who reported that, like, when it arrived, they noticed like, oh, it's cracked, and they had to send it back. But the seller is really good with replacing it. It's just, I guess sometimes some of them get damaged. It is made of wood. This is my first ever bow, and you know, I don't know if Amazon is the right place to buy a bow, but shooting in the traditional style was very important to me. And everyone knows that the ancient archers all ordered their bows on Amazon, so this is beautiful. I don't see any cracks or anything. I love the look of it, the design of it. So this part is what bends. I just want to check it all carefully to make sure, but I don't see any cracks. Like, people mention, oh yeah, I opened mine and there was a hairline crack, so I had to send it back. I don't see anything like that here. It's really pretty. Let me show you guys. So Deerseeker Archery, I went with the 45 pounds at 28 inches. Now look at the detail on this. It's wood. So it's several pieces laminated together. Leather handle. This stitching, I really like it. Detail on the tip. I love that. This is really pretty. I mean, I just love it. Okay, so looking at this thing, so you tighten it with this. Yeah, it must be like that. Be a little bit easier on the fingers. So this is our string. Oh yeah, so look, 2 of those. I'm gonna have to watch some videos to get it strung up, but there it is. I really like this. It looks just awesome. Wow. Wow. Next box. The bow is only part of the experience. You need some key tools to become a true master. They shipped this box to send me this box. I mean, come on. So according to Amazon, these are handcrafted wooden arrows. Ooh, it is kind of sharp. That'll go in ya. Wood. Real turkey feathers. If you're shooting on this style of bow, they do recommend getting feathers. They will compress nicely when they go along. I decided to go with wooden ones. I don't know. I figure, again, ancient archers probably use this exact same brand, ordered from this exact same Amazon store. So I can feel myself being attached to the history as I look inside this Amazon shipping box. Seriously though, these are very cool. I haven't purchased a quiver yet. I haven't decided which style I want. Some people are like, don't get a back quiver, get a side quiver, but I figure I'll go shooting first, you know. I'll stick these in the ground. It's a decision for a later day. But look at that. Real wooden arrows, traditional wooden bow. That's how she goes, all right? Another package. 9-volt batteries. Unrelated to archery, but I needed some. I think the ancients used the same ones too, actually. Okay, this was from Top Archery. Every video I watched recommended getting a wrist guard to protect your wrist from the slap of the string. And so I decided to go with this one. It's long, it's like 12 inches in length. I like the idea of one that'll go all the way down my arm. And for someone of my enormous height, I wanted one that would stay on. Is it the same either way? I think it probably goes this way, right? Never sure how to do these, but I think if you just put it through 3 ways, is that right? It has to go over the claws, like this. Riveting video. It's slightly long. It comes over my wrist slightly, but that might be okay. Some people mention that they cut theirs a little bit. I don't know if I want to do that, but we'll see. Let me get the other straps on here. I mean, even if it is slightly over my wrist, I don't think it really impacts. I don't think it impacts anything. I'll have to decide that later, but I think that's gonna be okay. It looks pretty cool too. And you have my bow in your face. Also from Top Archery. I went with Top Archery for the stuff. The reviews seem good. So the other thing that people mention is like when you're constantly pulling on the string, if you don't protect your fingers over time, it can 1, give you blisters, 2, hurt, and 3, they were even like, you can get nerve damage. I'm like, oh. I like my nerves, you know what I mean? That's cool. All it needs to be. Pretty sweet. 3 arrows. Top Archery. And finally, this one, I think I need it because I'm planning to shoot with the arrow resting on my hand, that I thought there's no way with the thing flying across it all the time that it's not gonna do some damage. So this one's also from Top Archery. It's just a little leather guy. And I think it just goes over my left thumb and this finger. Yeah, I can put it over top of this. Kind of makes a unified thing. And the arrow's gonna sit more or less there. I mean, look, already I look badass. So this is archery. Wow. So I think I gotta order myself a bow stringer and then we can string this thing up. Okay, the bow stringer has arrived. There's not much to it. It's just string, rope with 2 leather ends. And I was watching a video on how to string it, so let's see if I can do it. You're supposed to put the larger end on the top, but looking at this string, the 2 ends are the same. Though I do notice that this middle area that you're supposed to actually grip is higher on this side. So I don't know if that's the top or not. We'll figure it out. But for now, let's just try stringing it up. So I'm giving this a little twist. I know you're supposed to twist the string slightly. Not sure how much, but I know it's supposed to be twisted a little. We put the top one just over the top like that. Okay. Bottom one into the grooves like so. And then the bow stringer, this end goes over the tip and then over this, and then the string goes through it. So it's like that. And you put it towards the end like this. So I have the bow string going through this hole on the stringer. And now we put it on the floor and stand on it. Probably better to wear shoes, but whatever. Pull up. Now I take the string, put it into the thing. And that's it. Did it on both sides? Yeah. It's pretty easy. Definitely a good idea to get a stringer. That's like so easy to do. And there she is. So I bought one of these, Elong Outdoor Bow Square. Just a metal T-shaped item. I believe this just clips onto the string. Oh yeah. And I guess I would put it roughly here where the arrows are gonna go. I assume the arrow is gonna go right against it, right along the top of this thing. So it'll be something like that. I guess something like that. And then my nock will go somewhere right at the top. Yeah, I think that's all there is to it, really. And then there's also some measurements here. The way you know how many times you have to twist the string is if this distance is correct. So if I need it to be shorter, I twist it more. So I have to look up what this distance is supposed to be. Okay, so I just looked up how to measure brace height. This one's brace height is between 6.89 and 7.28 inches. I believe that means to the deepest point, so that's here, and that's the 7 right there. So we're kind of right in that range, right in the middle of it. So I feel like we're okay. So now installing the nock point, there's no actual bridge on this, but I figure it'll be right at the top of right there, let's say. And then I want the nock point to be positioned, I guess, right at the top of where the arrow would be. So about there. So I also purchased this, also from Elong Outdoor, nock pliers, and it came with 4 nocks, although the bow also came with nocks, but anyway. Okay, so I've got our square sitting right along the bottom edge of this black area here. That's where the arrows are gonna be resting. And then I just checked, you want, for split finger shooting, which is I think what I'm gonna try first, you wanna go 5/8 above center. So I guess I just take this bad boy, stick it on, take my nocking pliers, and I squish it. Guess I can take this off. So now I'm just squishing it into a circle. Think so? I don't know. It's not perfect, but it's on there. It's wrapped around the string. There it is. So it works as my guide. All right, I guess we're knocked up. One thing that I heard you should never do is if you pull your string back with no arrow, never release it. That can be really bad for the bow. So if you pull it back with no arrow, yeah, that's called dry firing. Never dry fire your bow. I don't have anything I can shoot at, but. Ooh. I can definitely see why they have the finger protection. This is 45 pounds, which is not the heaviest you can get, but definitely not the lightest. But I can see that getting painful after a long time. Oh yeah. 45 pounds. So cool. I can't release it. I don't have anything I can shoot at in here. I don't even have a target. We definitely gotta take this thing shooting. Impermeable.
They're all decked out. Yay!
Now the most important accessory of all.
Yay!
Looks like it.
That looks pretty good. Oh.
Not like that. Boom!
Yay!
Let me get a zoom in on that. Look at that. That guy's dead.
Dead.
He's not coming back.
I think gone. Ooh. Whoa.
All right, right in between those two. That's what I'm aiming for.
Okay. We're watching.
That was really close.
That was close. Just a bit high.
Lost the tip.
Oh no! We're down to 5. Yep. Do the wiggle. Do the wiggle.
lost another tip.
No!
The bow, I'm gonna give it a very good review. I'm really happy with it. I don't know how it compares to other bows. It's the only bow I've ever shot, but it's shooting hard. I don't know if I can necessarily give good review to the arrows. I don't know how common it is to lose tips, but there's not a lot holding these on here.
Oh, they seem like they're just like dented in.
Yeah, there's like a slight little push in there. That's
I can get that, yeah.
There's not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even this head, like it's already loose.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's something you can do to make them stay on more, or if it's typical for them to come off. I don't know.
I don't know, actually.
I don't know how to give a good review on arrows because I've only ever shot with one
Type of arrow, yeah.
These ones. They do fly nicely. I mean, I'm enjoying shooting with them. In fact, I'm gonna order more and it's gonna be this exact same brand.
Yeah. But definitely you can look into like seeing if there's any way people reinforce those ones. Yeah.
So this is the Deerseeker Archery 45-pound bow at 28-inch draw. It's my first time shooting with a bow. I will say it shoots really nice. I'm not seeing any signs of like damage or like wear or anything like that. Like it's really, really pretty. It shoots really nicely. You can't miss, at least if you're me. Yeah, no, I'm really happy with it. I would recommend this bow for sure. I have scuffed it a little bit. I think that's walking through the trees, but that's gonna happen. That's battle damage. There's gonna be blood on this thing soon.
Yeah, very soon.
And the blood of my enemies, right? And your enemies too. But yeah.
Call Scott Dion Brown.
Highly recommend getting proper protection because like I've even noticed on this thing like already there are several like.
Yeah, I was noticing that too, and that could have been
That would have been my
your finger
flesh.
flesh.
The only flesh you want wounded is your targets. Bow, finger,
Like glove mitt. Yeah.
thing. It works. The only thing I'm thinking though is like after shooting with this now for however long we were here, my fingers do feel it a little bit. I think if I was shooting with like a 20-pound bow, I think this is fine, but I would prefer a thicker leather because like looking at something like this came with the bow. This is a thumb thing, but like see how thick that leather is? I would like something like that on my fingers, I think, and then you really won't feel it because like all of the abuse will be going into that. So this thing like, it definitely works. It's comfortable. I enjoy it, but I can probably see myself upgrading to something thicker because I'm shooting with a 45-pound bow. So something to think about. Highly recommend. Awesome bow.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It's my first one, but it works. I'm shooting and I'm going to shoot with it many times, I think. Thanks.